A very good evening to you. Welcome to the CHAN 2024 analysis show. My name is Robinson Okenye, and for the next 1 hour, we'll be breaking down what happened yesterday as well as today in the four fixtures that we had on the cards. I'm not alone in studio. I'm joined by Cedric Musumba as well as Roger Sishtemi, and in a bit, we'll be going down to what happened in the game that has just ended, that is between the defending champion Senegal, who got a win against Nigeria. In a bit, we'll be crossing over to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, where we have Davis Mberia on standby. Remember, Tanzania began this tournament magnificently, winning 2-0 against Burkina Faso, and tomorrow they will be taking on Mauritania. Beria will be giving us all the lowdown on what the fans are expecting in their second game of CHAN 2024. Now, aside from that, we also have Hassan Juma and Daniel Kariuki on standby. Yes, they will be giving us a feedback on what Kenyans are saying in regards to CHAN 2024. Yes, so that is how we take it off. Remember, 12 games have been played, 8 games have been played so far, with 12 goals scored after the completion of round 1 of CHAN 2024. We want to get into that, and before we come back to, studio here, let's go to Hassan Juma and Daniel Kariuki. Hassan, how you guys doing?
Sisi tuko sawa, tuko vizuri bro. Tuko sawa, tuko vizuri. Mchuano kati ya Senegal, mabingwa watetezi wa dimba la CHAN, na Nigeria umekamilika kwa faida ya mabingwa watetezi. Senegal mabingwa washikilizi wa dimba la CHAN kwanza. Pili, umetamatisha round ya kwanza ya michuano, manake huo ni mchuano wa kundi la D. Kwa hivyo kundi la A, B, C, D kuisha.
Nimefunga kazi.
Au sio? Mitandaoni tutakuuliza kwa fungamana na mambo haya, maana mitandaoni tutakuuliza, hata nibadilishe mitabendi lugha ya Kingenge sasa. After completion of round 1 of matches, which team impressed you the most? Talk to us, send us a free SMS 22151. Talk to us, tuma ujumbe mfupi 22151 na tutapitia jumbe zenu papa hapa mbashara. Kwa hivyo unaweza sema nasi 22151 via free SMS, au sio?
Na wewe umeitaja kwa lugha ya
Kingenge,
na mimi niende ya Kiswahili.
Utaongea na mrima.
Lakini ni mechi gani ambayo imemfurahisha mtazamaji baada ya
round moja, after completion of round 1 of matches, which country impressed you the most? Yani timu gani ambayo wewe unahisi kwamba imefanya vizuri sana katika raundi hii ya kwanza ya makundi? Sema nasi kupitia ujumbe mfupi, namba ni bure bilashi 22151 22151.
Na kando na SMS ama ujumbe mfupi, pia tuko na WhatsApp number. What is up?
Ni yako, ni namba yako
Tuko na WhatsApp number. You can also talk to us on our WhatsApp number 0759 434 389 0759 434 389. I'm going to be taking a look at those SMSs on that WhatsApp number. Na wewe pia utaangalia kwenye WhatsApp, na utaangalia kwenye ujumbe mfupi.
Ujumbe mfupi, na pia tutaingia kwa X
kwa X pia, na pia kwa Facebook Standard Digital IG. Huku kwa mitandao sisi
cheza kiwewe
popote tu.
Au sio?
Utakupata.
Robi.
Thank you very much, Hassan. As you said that you will be taking a look at what is, the reactions on normal SMS, and Kariuki, of course, is saying that he's giving us reactions on WhatsApp. I don't know if that, goes with the age. Not sure. But remember, you can call us. The numbers to call are at the bottom of your screen. Give us a call. Tell us, which match has impressed you the most after the completion of round 1 and why. Now, after the completion of round 1, I want us to roll it back to yesterday. In studio, Cedric Musumba, Rogers Sishtemi are here. Sedo, Sishtemi, let's take it off. We begin with Uganda at home, playing their first match of CHAN 2024. And Algeria had other ideas. And before we get into that, Let's take a look at the highlights, and then you guys can tell us, what you felt from that fixture. Final score in that tie, and just a hot knife through batter. Nigeria did well for themselves, and they are sending a message saying that, we're in this tournament to win. Cedric Musumba, welcome to the show. Let's get right into it. 3-0 win for Algeria against Uganda, and Uganda were at home at a packed Mandela Stadium.
It's definitely a definable statement to any other team that actually are in this tournament, and they think that maybe they just are walking the park. Remember, these are a team that actually once hosted this tournament, fought hard to ensure that at least it remains to that particular cup at home, but it did not actually go by their, let's say, wish. But now they are in Uganda and they are in East Africa. They are come actually vigorously knowing that here in Uganda they can come as well. And as we have seen, they have actually met Uganda often in several subsequent kind of qualifications, yes. But they have been winning. So them playing Uganda, it wasn't a new thing to anyone else who has seen Nigeria playing Uganda. And if you go by how they dominated that particular field, you could literally tell there was a team that was playing with a purpose. Look at how they were actually scoring their goals. I think in a definable moment, those are the goals that were really being driven with a purpose. Also the goal number 3, Sofiane coming all the way from the bench and coming and actually trying to dance with the defense of Uganda, the legs of Kizito, the legs of Odong, and it's called Kizito, the right back of Uganda, the Kizito. They did not actually stand the pressure that the Algerians were really bringing to their defense.
Is that the best goal we've seen in this tournament? So far. Definitely,
because you look at the composure, you look at the concentration, and how actually they were real scoring. They scored it with a purpose. They were not in a hurry to put that goal behind the net. Dancing with the goal at the defense, and literally looking at the goalkeeper where he is and placing that goal behind the net. It's not quite easy as people would think. Any kind of striker will be in a hurry to take a shoot. But that was not the case of Algeria. They were so quite settled. They could actually bring those balls closer to where they wanted to be and place those balls behind the goal. I think it's the most composed team in the tournament, if you ask me.
From what we've seen so far, it's the most composed team in the tournament. Roger Seshtemi, I want to bring your thoughts into this. And Uganda were taking on Algeria after Kenya had won the tournament, won their opening match of the tournament, and then we had Tanzania winning their opening match of the tournament. Now the hosts, 2 of them won their opening match. Now the pressure was on Uganda to, replicate what they'd seen other teams do. Eshtemi.
I think it wasn't the best performance for Ugandans. Remember, Algeria came in like a wounded lion. Just what Cedric has said, that indeed they lost this title to Senegal in the last edition through penalties. And they had to come here and put a statement that indeed it was just by bad chance that we lost that title at home in front of our fans. But right now in East Africa, we're coming with their motivation, confidence, and that was shown on how they dominated that game. It was all about counters, and then the precision, the confidence they were having in the box, having that third goal, just told you indeed that they had known exactly what they were doing. And you see, they capitalized mostly on the defensive laps of the Ugandan defense. Most of the time they were caught off guard and they couldn't concentrate throughout the match. And even after scoring the second goal, you saw how the defenders behaved. Their body language told you in all that they had already given in, and it was just for the Algeria to win.
Was it a statement of intent?
Absolutely, because looking at the whole fixtures, they are the one who have won with the highest margin. So any team that's going to face Algeria need to be very worried about their attacking threat.
They need to be very worried about their attacking threat. Hassan Juma and of course Daniel Kariuki, I don't know what you made over that fixture, or rather results from yesterday. We were watching that match together, and we felt that Uganda had something in them to pull a surprise even before the match was, even before conceding the final goal of the match. Hassan?
I think even before the match between Algeria versus Uganda, I'd put my money on Algeria. Why? Simply because I'm looking at the leagues, Algerian league versus the Ugandan league.
Right.
Algerian league is more superior. You know, they've been there, won so many trophies. Their club, their local clubs, compared to Ugandan clubs. That is how I look at it.
Yeah, you are very right. And even local teams from Algeria, you see them participating in some of these international tournaments. So definitely, they have a very good league back in Algeria. At the same time, you'll talk of Ugandan Cranes also. They were not that bad. I think what they lacked was good finishing and also creativity at the striking, at the front, as we say, the front three, that they were not able to capitalize with the opportunities and the chances they got. So definitely, when Algeria would get the ball, they will punish them.
But I feel like
that's what happens.
But I feel like Algeria was their biggest hurdle. You know, having lost to Algeria,
right.
I feel like they still have a chance.
Well, when you lose your first game, you have to ensure that you win your second game. Otherwise, if you don't do that, be rest assured you might be trying to compete for the best loser. And again, it's a 50-50 situation.
How's you?
Yeah.
Robbie?
I thought, you know, like you guys were to take us to what Kenyans are saying about, you know, the best game of the tournament. And so far, I think that is the best game of the tournament so far. Algeria getting a 3-0 win against Uganda, and Uganda are the host. I don't know. Hassan Juma, what are Kenyans saying?
Ziko wapi hizi? Kuna watu wanataka movie.
Hasa nikiangalia upande huo. Acha niangalie pia upande wa huku kwa social media, as they call it, kule kwa socials, what Kenyans are saying. You already have
Anderson anasema Kenya ndio ilinibamba because of winning the first game in their first championship as the host. Na pitia hapa nikiedit Algeria versus Uganda by the Algeria versus Uganda, so I mean that was one of their best. I like how every team is trying their best.
That's very true. Most of the teams are really trying their best. Maybe unaweza soma ingine hapo.
Nani huyu
right, acha nisome hii Facebook. That's on Standard Digital. And Colin says Uganda versus Algeria. Then there is Mjukua Doyen anasema Morocco and Angola. Then Senegal versus Nigeria. I think is the game that the last game.
Enoch from Elgeyo Marakwet. Actually, we Kenya did our best, and let's continue with the same spirit. Another guy hapa anasema nini? Kenya. This is Peter Chalo. I celebrate Morocco, although I wish Kenya wins. Then others wanasema Kenya, mwingine anasema Kenya, it's Austin. Kwa hivyo yeah.
Na ya mwisho upande wa social media Facebook, Amos Ramos, that's on Standard Digital. It has to be Kenya's win against DRC. I think also I'll take that one. And also on our WhatsApp number, that's 0759434389. That's Pius Kamuti Munyao, Dar es Salaam. For me, Senegal, safi kabisa. Huyu anatazama kutoka kule Dar es Salaam. Kwa Mama Samia Suluhu. Rais. Hey KTN, on my side was Algeria. That's on our WhatsApp number 0759434389.
Continue talking to us after completion of round 1 of matches. Which country, which team impressed you the most? Talk to us via SMS. Our SMS line is 22151. It's free. 22151. After completion of round 1 of matches, which country, which team impressed you the most? Talk to us. Tutapitia arafa zenu papa hapa mbashara. RO.
That is
Remember,
Robinson.
yes, definitely. The one and only. Remember, you can call in and be part of this show. The number to call is at the bottom of your screen. Give us your views on which match you think has been the best so far after the completion of round 1. 8 matches played, and after the 8 matches that have been played, it's been 12 goals scored. Now, before we go into Guinea, Cedric Musumba, briefly, let's make this brief because games zimekuwa mingi sana zinakuja teng. There've been a lot. We are still on Algeria versus Uganda. Your final thoughts?
I literally still think that Uganda still has some value into progressing into the game simply because they played one of the toughest games and their opening matches. And if you go by how actually Algeria played against Uganda vis-a-vis the Uganda defensive proclivity, I think the likes of Torach, Odongo, Adongo, and Kizito, they had a lot to learn. Coming to their next game, they would have actually acquired much needed skills to handle such kind of a team or such kind of an offensive team. So as to moving deep into the game, I literally think that a team that is going to face Uganda, they will not face the similarly the same Uganda that played Algeria. It will be quite a different Uganda. A lot of cautiousness with intent of putting goals behind the net.
Now, the other match that of course was played yesterday, so Niger take on Guinea, and Mamadou Boubacara scored the only goal of the match to give Guinea the win in that tie. So the scorer of that goal was Mohamed Bongura and not Mamadou Boubacara. Yes, pardon me for the confusion in that. Rogers Ishtebi, 1-0 Guinea. They had to hold on to their nerve to get those 3 points that they needed to begin their campaign.
Perfect start for them, and now they are going to face an acid test against wounded Uganda Cranes on Sunday. So for Uganda, they know they've already played against one of the toughest teams in the tournament, and now they have to bounce back against Guinea. Remember, Guinea also, they were lucky to get that win, having seen the Niger goal being ruled out. But I feel now this is going to change the complexion of the entire tournament or entire group, if indeed on Sunday Uganda Cranes try to bounce back.
Of course, we'll be waiting. And remember, we also have a team in that group that is yet to play, and that is South Africa. It's going to be very, very, very interesting.
It is advantage South Africa because they've already seen all this team playing. Now, for them, the coach go back to the drawing board and try to analyze how tactical they can plan for those matches.
Thank you very much, Roger Sishtemi. We take a short break. When we come back, we'll be crossing over to Dar es Salaam, Tanzania, where Davis Mberia is on standby. Remember, tomorrow, Tanzania will be taking on Mauritania in a Group B clash, their second match in the tournament so far. And Davis will be giving us all the lowdown, all what we need to know about tomorrow's fixture. But that will be after the break.